She wasn't born into fame, yet there was always something unmistakable about her, a quiet intensity, emotional intelligence, and a screen presence that lingered long after the scene ended. Beren Saat didn't arrive in Turkish entertainment by accident. She earned her place through depth, discipline, and performances that reshaped expectations of what a leading actress could be. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you're into deep dives on star journeys, lifestyles, and the real stories behind the spotlight, hit subscribe now and stay tuned for more. Beren Saat was born on February 26, 1984, in Ankara, Turkey, into an academically inclined family far removed from the entertainment world. Her early life revolved around education and curiosity rather than cameras. She studied business administration at Basket University, but storytelling always pulled her in another direction. Her entry into acting came after participating in a television acting competition, where her natural emotional control and expressive presence immediately stood out. Her acting career began in the early 2000s, but it was her role as Biter Zayagil in Ask I Memnu that transformed her into a cultural phenomenon. The series became one of the most iconic productions in Turkish television history, and Beren's portrayal of a complex, conflicted woman redefined female characters on screen. She didn't play Biter for sympathy. She played her with honesty, vulnerability, and emotional realism, earning widespread acclaim and multiple awards. Rather than staying within one formula, Beren deliberately expanded her range. She delivered haunting performances in Fatmagöl'ün Sukuna, a series that resonated internationally for its social impact and emotional weight. Later roles in Intikam and Atay, The Gift, showed her ability to move between grounded realism and symbolic storytelling, especially as Turkish content gained global reach through streaming platforms. Beren's approach to roles has always been intentional. She chooses characters that demand emotional depth and narrative responsibility, often stepping into stories that challenge audiences rather than comfort them. This selectiveness has kept her career impactful rather than oversaturated. Off-screen, her public image reflects intellect and restraint. She avoids constant visibility, rarely engages in sensationalism, and allows her work to speak first. She is also known for her interest in social issues, literature, and cultural discussions, which subtly inform the kinds of projects she accepts. Her lifestyle mirrors balance and privacy. Although her marriage to singer Kenan Doğulu placed her in the public eye, she has consistently maintained boundaries between her personal life and professional identity. She values structure, mental clarity, and long periods away from the spotlight when needed. Fashion-wise, Beren represents refined elegance. She favors classic silhouettes, understated luxury, and thoughtful styling rather than trend-driven excess. At international events and brand collaborations, her presence feels composed and intellectual rather than performative. By 2026, Beren Saat is widely regarded as one of the most influential actresses in Turkish television history. Her estimated net worth reflects decades of high-caliber projects, global streaming success, and selective endorsements. More importantly, her credibility remains intact, a rare achievement in a fast-moving industry. What truly sets her apart is emotional courage. Beren is unafraid of uncomfortable narratives, flawed characters, or silence. She trusts storytelling over spectacle, and that trust has built her legacy. From modern classics to globally streamed series, Beren Saat's journey is defined by substance over speed. As of 2026, she stands not just as a star, but as a benchmark, a symbol of depth, integrity, and lasting impact in modern entertainment. That wraps up today's feature. If you enjoyed this content, like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more in-depth celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. He wasn't born into fame, yet there was always something unmistakable about him, a rare combination of charisma, intensity, and screen magnetism that made audiences pause and pay attention. Kıvanç Tatlıtuğ didn't simply enter Turkish entertainment. He redefined the image of a leading man, transforming an unexpected beginning into one of the most iconic acting careers of his generation. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you're into deep dives on star journeys, lifestyles, and the real stories behind the spotlight, hit subscribe now and stay tuned for more. Kıvanç Tatlıtuğ was born on October 27, 1983, in Adana, Turkey. Long before scripts and cameras, his life was shaped by sports and discipline. A talented basketball player in his youth, his path took a dramatic turn due to injury, pushing him toward an entirely different world. That turning point led him to modeling, where his striking presence quickly set him apart. Winning Best Model of Turkey and later Best Model of the World opened doors few could imagine. His transition into acting began in the early 2000s, but it was his role as Mehmet in Gummis that ignited his rise. The series became an international sensation, particularly across the Middle East, turning Kıvanç into a household name and introducing Turkish dramas to a wider global audience. Rather than relying on his early popularity, Kıvanç deliberately reshaped his career. He challenged himself with complex and emotionally demanding roles in Ask I'm Memnu, Kuzi Yune, and Caesar v. Güzel. His portrayal of Belul Hasnadar in Ask I'm Memnu became one of the most iconic characters in Turkish television history, showcasing emotional conflict, vulnerability, and dramatic depth. In later years, he continued to evolve, delivering powerful performances in projects like Karpizma, Babel, and Yakamaz S. 245. Each role reflected a clear commitment to growth, proving he could move seamlessly between romance, psychological drama, and intense action-driven narratives. Kıvanç's approach to acting is marked by precision and restraint. He carefully selects roles that test his emotional range and avoid repetition. This balance between mainstream success and artistic credibility has allowed him to remain relevant in an industry defined by constant change. Off-screen, his public image blends sophistication with privacy. He is a prominent figure at international fashion events and global brand campaigns, representing luxury brands while maintaining a controlled and dignified presence in media. His lifestyle reflects discipline and balance. He values family life, physical fitness, and personal space, avoiding unnecessary exposure despite his immense popularity. His marriage and private life are kept largely away from the spotlight, reinforcing his focus on longevity rather than headlines. Kıvanç Tatlıtuğ's influence extends far beyond Turkish television. With a massive international fan base and projects reaching global streaming platforms, he remains one of Turkey's most recognizable and respected actors. His estimated net worth reflects years of consistent work in television, cinema, and high-profile brand endorsements. What truly sets him apart is transformation. From athlete to model, from romantic lead to dramatic powerhouse, Kıvanç has never settled into a single identity. He continues to evolve, take risks, and refine his craft, prioritizing substance over comfort. As of 2026, Kıvanç Tatlıtuğ stands not just as a star, but as a benchmark for excellence and longevity in modern Turkish entertainment. That wraps up today's feature. If you enjoyed this content, like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more in-depth celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.